Edward is very proud to work on the Fat Controller's Railway. He worked on the railway for a long time. He is kind to everyone, and everyone is very kind to him too. He loves working in his yard at Wellsworth. He also likes helping engines up Gordon's Hill with a heavy train. And he loves running on his branch line, seeing his old friends along the way. One day, the stationmaster at Wellsworth was ill, so a relief man took his place. Edward hoped the new stationmaster would be friendly. But the new one wasn't friendly at all, and doesn't have a good sense of humour. "I don't have time for your silly chatter," he said sternly. "We have timetables to keep, and all trains must be on the right time." All station masters know that timetables are important, but the new one kept it far too well. Whenever engines arrived just a few seconds or minutes late, all they get was being scolded by the new station master. They tried to explain why they were late, but the station master wouldn't listen, and called them disobedient. That night, the other engines were talking about it. "What does that station master think he is, king of the railway?" muttered Henry. "Calling us disobedient is disgusting," grumbled James. "Well, my express don't stop at Wellsworth," said Gordon, "so I won't have any troubles from him." The next morning, Edward was shunted in the yard when Gordon steamed by with the express. "I bet Gordon will get stuck on his hill again," he thought to himself. And he was right. The yard managers told him, and Edward puffed away. Edward buffered up behind Gordon and pushed as hard as he ever puffed. "Thank you, Edward," whistled Gordon. When Edward got back to Wellsworth, the station master was cross. Edward's driver tried to explain, but he wouldn't listen. Edward went mumbling back to his yard. That afternoon, a party of school children were having a picnic on the beach. They were having a wonderful time. But then, near the end of the picnic, one of the teachers was starting to feel funny and unwell. Then, suddenly, she fainted. Luckily, another teacher, who was a trainee nurse, rushed over to help. "We must get her to a hospital immediately," she said. "Don't worry," said the bus driver. "The nearest hospital is at Wellsworth. I will take the quickest road immediately." "But what about the children?" asked the other teacher. The driver looked at his watch. "Edward's last train will be coming soon," he said. "I'll go and telephone the signalman." Meanwhile, Edward was puffing along the line with his last train for the day. Must be on time, he chuckled. Then the signal went up. Edward had to stop. He was puzzled. "Why's the signal up? This is the last train," he thought. The signalman came up. "Edward, can you take the school children to Wellsworth Station?" he called. "The teacher is unwell and has to be taken to hospital." Edward felt sorry for the school teacher, but he was worried that he would be late and the new station master at Wellsworth would be very cross. Then he thought, "I'm not going to let that station master get the better of me," he said, "and I must get the children home safely." "Well said, Edward," cheered his driver. Edward went to the nearby station and waited for the children to come. When they arrived, they climbed aboard and Edward puffed away. It was late when Edward pulled into Wellsworth, and there, waiting on the platform, was the new stationmaster. "You are late, you disobedient engine!" he snapped. "If you can't be trusted to be on time, we will have to find another engine to replace you." But the children jumped out, and they all clapped and cheered and thanked Edward. The stationmaster showed them the timetable, but his words were drowned by the children's cheering. "Do you hear what I'm saying?" he shouted. "I do," said a voice from behind. It was the fat controller who had arrived on Bertie the bus. As Bertie left to take the children home, the fat controller spoke severely to the new stationmaster. "I have more complaints about you calling my engine disobedient," he said. "I know timetables are important, but they don't supersede common sense. My engines always make sure they get their passengers home safely. You must learn to be more respectful." "Yes, sir," muttered the new stationmaster. Then the fat controller turned to the old blue engine. "Edward, I'm very proud of you for bringing the children here safely," he said. "And the hospital said that the school teacher is getting a lot better," he added. "So she'll be back to school next week. Edward, you are a really useful engine." "Thank you, sir," smiled Edward. He was very pleased to hear the school teacher was all right, and he felt very reliable too.